Hello guys, it's Horses Travel Vlogs. It's Isabelle. So today I'm starting the video with an introductory part. So it's a video about Jack's issue. It's really a hard video to work on. So last year when Jack came to the facility I am right now, he was not in the greatest of shape. So if I go back in time, Jack had an injury in the summer. We moved to town, and yeah, like he didn't work, like he was sore for a month. His muscle condition and everything deteriorated, so he wasn't able to take the good leads on the canter. He didn't have the muscle to sustain the work that I was asking him, and his health condition was not the best. But we did come with another issue in the winter. As you can see, I have put a few clips together to show you what is the issue. It is not at all the same issue than last year. The health is A1, nothing wrong health-wise. He was looked into by a chiropractor because he was really displaced. But after it was more of a winter fit, and with the time we found a solution, and right now he's just great in the arena. Great jumper. As you maybe saw, I posted a video on my Facebook page of my friend jumping him, so you see he's really not off. So that was the introductory part of my video. I hope again it won't be too long. I'm really trying to document the issue and make it as quick as possible and as clear. So enjoy the video, guys, and I hope to see you soon for some other videos. So have a great day. Goodbye. So, hey everyone. So like I said, it is an issue that we saw that was only present in the indoor arena. Like last year, it was really in both arenas, outdoor and indoor. So here are a few clips that show a little bit what he does. So here, that's just a clip, but that's okay. It's just a little scare, I think, of the snow that was there. But as you can see, I think he doesn't really feel that well in the indoor arena. He seems trapped, and I mean, it's normal for a horse to have that vision. It's entirely closed arena. He was never in an indoor arena before. It's really the first winter I'm starting to ride a lot in the winter. So yes, he is lost, and we don't really know what was happening because outside he was just great, and I will be showing that later on in the video. So as you can see, sometimes we give them a few harder kicks just to tell him, hey, no, get moving. And here he kind of does the head shaking thing, like he tries to bite your leg. How to say? And even here he was like wanted to lie down. But usually the kind of head tossing, wanting to bite, is something with ulcers. But I have previously did the ulcer treatment, and he's free of ulcers this year. There's no really medical problem. As you can see, he was getting worse and worse. He was like if he was scared of barrels, which he's really not. And what I thought really weird is that it was only when we were riding him. So it means if I was free lunging him, well, I had a few problems in the corner for free lunge, but basically freelance groundwork, he was okay, he was fine. But here he just had a fit, like, oh, I want to run over everything. So how to say, he was dominating maybe the writer, which was me. But I didn't want to give him wrong messages. Jack already had, I think, wrong messages in his head from previous trainers, and I'm trying to not do that. And really, it's not because it's dark or because, yes, it was nighttime here. It's not because it's nighttime at all that he was a little fuzzy. And it wasn't the snow on the roof. He really became good at accepting the fact that there was snow falling off the roof, that there was sounds when there was winds. Here he was more throwing a fit, but we didn't really know how to correct him more than our usual progressive kicking, if I can call that like that. So again, you see, and that's a different writer. Different writer than me. She has less experience than me, but she writes well. It's my girlfriend. And you see, he just wants, like, hey, like, leave me alone, what do you want? So here we decided to freelance him, and we just saw he was truly unbalanced. As you can see, he wasn't cantering in the right foot. So here I kind of had a doubt, and I'm like, oh, is he doing the same thing than last year? Is he unmuscled? Is he... So I was a little bit concerned, and these are the lunging clips and also the clips of the writing that I sent to my new chiropractor, which I just love. And I hope maybe I can do a video soon with her. She's a student chiropractor, so I don't pay full fees, but she seems to know really well her stuff, and she has been doing a lot of good, because here you just see the clips that, yes, he's in the circle, but he's really jammed. And following the chiropractor appointment, the first one where I wasn't there, she wrote me back a text message and told me, oh yeah, your horse was almost jammed from head to tail. Which I was surprised, yes, a little bit, but not at all. But as you see, he's trying to, even here, he's trying to conquer us on the lunge, which was really rare. And he wasn't just really not comfortable. So I have the clips that are coming after the lunging clips, are clips after that the chiropractor has passed, and it will also make us see that outside he didn't have that issue, and I didn't really know why, but like I said, his chiropractic, how to say, disbalanced and jammed was probably, he had that all summer long. It's just Jack has a really big heart and doesn't want to deceive the rider. And this year I am doing more careful. I'm gonna have him 3 to 4 times chiropractic adjusted, and preferably before and after the show season. So here, as you can see, I went outside. Only time about of the year I was able to go outside, because after we had a lot of snow and ice, it was a little bit slippery on the outside long side. So I didn't canter on that part, but it was fine for trotting. So as you can see, he's really, really responsive. Nothing from the other clips indoor. And he's really well. He's really in his element. Also, I thought he was more fluidly moving since the chiropractic adjustment, and I see it more and more. Like I said in the introductory video, if you didn't see the video of my friend lunging and jumping jack, you'll see a huge difference from the first clips. So of course I was doing transition, because sometimes you will halt your horse and after he doesn't want to know anything, because like we know the issue, when the issue started in the indoor arena, he used to be fine for 15 minutes and after he would start, how to say, dominating, maybe that's the right word. But as you can see, I was trying to slow the trot, frame, do a lot of things that I wasn't able to do in the indoor because he was just goofing around, if I can say. So really, I wanted to show that I had the control, the complete control, and that I was not a bad rider. And no, I am not a bad rider. I was just missing some how to say, I'm someone that's not serious, okay? So really, me getting mad at an animal or something is not me. And weirdly, I had to get mad, and not only mad, but I had to use some things that I would not really love to use, but if they're used correctly, I saw that the solution is really there. So the clips that you are seeing here, and the whole part of the clips were sent to various horse trainers, specialists. So I do have a trainer on property, but she was still having her certification passed to intermediate level. So we found solution with her last year, but weirdly Jack stepped out of these solutions. He was like, oh no, that's not enough for me, I can always goof around. So I had to ask someone that had a little bit more experience, that was at least 40 years in the horse training business. Not because I just wanted another opinion, because before I thought it was maybe something else. I was really lost at some point and I wasn't really understanding. Some said, well, it's maybe an issue with the connection you have with your horse and you have to do groundwork, and yeah, but like I said I have no problem in groundwork, I have no problem outside, so what the hell, you know? And here I'm showing that I can canter, I can do trot transitions, really the gaits are wonderful, and I'm really forward to the spring. We're having a snowstorm again when I'm filming this video, and it's just how to say, desperate. Okay, and even I'm cantering in the other side. As you see, I don't have the good lead, but there was quite some snow, there was some ice. It was hard to really frame properly to ask a good canter, but I can assure you today, right now, Jack takes the good lead on both ways, and I found a little bit more how to say, explanations why sometimes it doesn't take the right lead, and it's comprehensible. He's still missing a lot of back muscles, so that's something really I have to work on until the first show. So yeah, I want to ask with help of professionals, and it's always something that when you have a problem, I would suggest to check. It's like that for vets, it's like that for farriers, it's like that for chiropractors, it's the same thing for horse trainers. You have to have a large portfolio, if I can say, of contacts, and see which is the best that could fit with you to help you. So I did publish my issue on Facebook groups, and a lot of people said, oh, well, he just doesn't want to work in winter. And yeah, well, video here proves no, he wants to work. That's not a problem. Some said, oh, it's because he's a dominant in the herd and he always wants to be with his herd, so not seeing his herd. Well, I'm like, okay, maybe that has to do with the fact that he was a little bit worried in the arena, but not really, you know, it was really another problem. So really, I was insisting on the fact that no, it's not that. And I even had one of the horse trainers I contacted, which was much younger than the others, which said, oh, well, you don't know how to ride your horse. That kind of really insulted me. I wouldn't say I didn't know how to ride my horse, because I'm a really good rider. But maybe there's something I didn't know how to do. Well, I knew what it meant, but I didn't know how to do. That would have helped the problem. So it's true here, we're on a clip where we were in the own door again. As you can see, he will be fine for about maybe 5 minutes responding. But here you see he started getting his head low. So I have no problem of him getting his head low. Getting his head low is great for muscling the back muscles. But here he was really doing it as, oh no, I don't want to work anymore, and throwing his fit. And yeah. But you see, I had really long reins because for me, Jack, I know he had bad memories with bits, with not correct bits in his mouth, of harsh reins. So, you know, I want to keep that soft contact because I know he needs that. So I was like, should I really tighten my reins a lot? Because I know if the reins are too tight, if, for example, I ask a trot or a canter, he won't do it or he will start bucking. No. I think it's a thing, like I'm the owner of the horse. I know how my horse is. So really, I wanted to take my steps. And like I said, unfortunately, first, the video will be too long to insert clips of now Jack acting well. And I don't really have that much clips of me riding him. It's more a friend riding him. But I saw that using a direct rein and an opposition rein with small pressures. So, for example, as you can see here, just before he put me in the wall. Now, when he tries to put me in the wall, I will lift my rein, so it's my outside rein, do a little bit of pressures and help with the other rein to tell, no, you're moving off the wall. Don't bring me into the wall. And now I anticipate what he will be doing by giving him some rein signals like that, like outside reins, opposition reins, inside reins. Sometimes it's the opposite. As you can see here, sometimes it was going in, sometimes it was going to the wall. And when he was well behaving, I would let his rein a little bit looser to tell, okay, you're being a good boy. And that is the solution to all that issue. But really, the person that gave me the solution just told me 2 words. She has 40 years in horse training experience. She said, maybe, do you know what are these 2 reins and what they are used for? And I'm like, yes, because I'm studying a book right now where they talk about these reins. Well, I know what they are because I already used them in English writing, I'm sure. So, really, yes, I had an issue, and yes, I found a solution, and yes, there was a lot of things that I didn't accept from other people, but I had a great chiropractor that found problems that were not riding, that were really to the horse. And I found a trainer that told me, well, maybe you just need this. So I was able to correct my horse, and he's been fine since, really, and he's been really great in the indoor arena. I've had a lot of fun, a lot of fails. Maybe I'll show you a few of these fails at some point in the video. I just have confidence issues on jumping, but I don't think it's a confidence issue, because with a horse that is really well trained, I have not a problem. I just think that when I'm riding Jack, I have a lot of preoccupations of what will you do next? Do I have to correct you? Do I have to? And even you'll see in my horse showing videos that I see that I'm always preoccupied. Even if that in the summer outside he's more well behaving than having his fit in the indoor, I always have that problem. And I know it's something that I'll have to work on my training sessions before showing. After, there's other things that has to be worked with Jack, but I think I really have to work myself. So I agree with some things that were said. So basically here I also saw another small problem issue, if we can say. So my friend that's leasing him right now is much thinner than me, is much lighter than me, and I've seen that more weight on his back is maybe a little bit more troublesome for him, especially when jumping. Because I think, yes, there's me that is not confident, but I think Jack also says, okay, it's hard, you're heavy, you know. And yes, I do agree. I weighed myself recently, and I'm not as a fuss of the 20% of the horse and yeah, all that bullshit, if I can say. But yes, it is important in some ways, but I mean, it's not something that you have to strictly obey every day of your life. I mean, it's not walking with a 400-pound weight that will kill the horse, if I can say. And here are the videos. It's another rider. Again, it's my girlfriend, and as you can see, he will do the same things than he was doing with me. So that's why I'm saying it's not really how I ride. It's more, what is the solution? And really, I'm more the person that came with the solution, and that is using it, because my girlfriend is not at a level to really understand the direct rein maybe, but the opposition rein, no. But yeah, me and my girlfriend were a significant amount of weight. Okay? If we would think maybe 30 pounds each less would be much better for Jack. So that's sometimes why he's unbalanced and he has a hard time, and I see that the weight is a little bit troublesome, but I don't call it as a huge issue here. I call it as something that we should look into, maybe losing a few pounds. It would be great. It would be good for show season too. Just be more fit, I think. But it's not like the problem that we're too heavy. There's nothing of that. It's just a dominant issue that he has. So really, if there would be some people that would say, oh, it's because you're too heavy for your horse. Just ignore them. It's not that. And really, seriously, no one of the people who I sent the video to said that me or my girlfriend were too heavy for my horse. I'm just talking about that subject because there was a debate at the fair when I was riding in the class, or waiting to ride in the class. As you know, most of the performance riders, not all, but some of the performance riders in North America are, how to say, corpulent, maybe obese. I really don't want to start a debate, and I have no hate into anyone, but really, and we see that their horses have a really hard time. I'm laughing and seeing that clip, so I wanted to show that, okay, we're going back outside to see you, to tell it's not like something that's in the indoor area that will, after being his head outdoor. I wanted to show that, and he was so happy to get outside that he was cantering like a crazy horse. But yeah, there was a debate on that at the fair, and yes, I do agree there was some women that were corpulent that were doing Western pleasure, but they also had the horse. Okay, a quarter horse is really well built if he's muscled, if his top line is great, if he won't have any problem supporting that weight. And Jack, he doesn't have all his muscles. He's not 100% Appaloosa. He's an appendix Appaloosa. He's probably 75 to maybe more. 75, I would say, to maybe 90% thoroughbred. So he has more that thin thoroughbred body, which is comprehensible. But he does have a little bit of top line to work on, and that's why I want to get Surcigal with the Pessoa system. It's called the Pessoa system, but really every company sells it. It's like a harness for a driving buggy. I do have a harness for a driving buggy, and that will be one of my next videos, probably. But I don't want to launch him with the harness because it will tell him that, oh, okay, when I have the harness I can go, which is not good for driving buggies or anything of that. So I really want to get the Pessoa system, or at least elastics. My leaser has elastics and she will lend them to me to incite him to lower more his head and muscle his back legs. And really, I want that for the showing because I really want him to lower more his head. So really, that's what is on the schedule. So here I'm showing you the clips. It's really different clips. It's not the same clips that I took from before and put after the video. Don't worry, it's really another clip that we filmed after getting out from the indoor area to show that there is no problem outside, that it was an issue that we had in the indoor arena that was quite hard to find a solution, but that the solution was simple. So this is just my experience on how to solve an issue, and really take your time, document yourself, and see what every people has to say. But that was all for me. I hope you liked this video. It was a little bit long, but I really wanted to share you my experience with having an issue and trying to find a solution for the issue. So thank you very much, guys, for watching, and have a great day. Goodbye.